Alright, so here's the outside of it. Now I got the canopies and stuff pulled out so that you kind of have an idea what's going on in here, but as you can see, this one's torn back there. Kind of on the fence about how to fix it. One of the things I talked about was maybe cutting that 6 inches off, just cutting it all the way down, but might see if we can't find another repair option for it. You can see underneath here we have like the through storage, so that's all the way through. See, there's a little OBD1 alternator there. There's one of these on each side, and these pull out to make it easier to get whatever's in there. So right now I just have the ladder in there. You can see that it's all heated underneath here, so if you're trying to keep this stuff from freezing, you know, if you're stuck in a cold moment, at least that's heated. Right there is actually a little gas takeoff for like a barbecue grill, and he added that kind of after the fact. But there's that. I don't really have a grill for it. In this drawer here, that's actually the like the brain for the switching and the power and stuff. And you can see that that's actually the converter. So that basically runs the outlets and stuff for the batteries, the 120 volt, so long as it needs to be if it's, you know, not on shore power. So that's when it's running off just the batteries. You can hear my hot water heater. Probably should turn that off. But underneath here, so a bunch of batteries. So you got the 2 truck batteries up in here, and then you got 4 kind of deep cycle batteries. So they're actually 6 volt batteries, ran both in series and in parallel to make 12 volts and to kind of double it up. I've also got behind this is where like the chassis fuses and stuff are. So right now I just have you know, my little extra fluids and stuff in there. You can see that there's these cute little window shades. None of those are actually damaged. They actually said a couple of them were, so it's actually kind of nice that they're not. You can see that this little guy just kind of pulls over. Doesn't really shade it or anything, but just kind of pulls over it to kind of add a little screen action there, I reckon. All pretty open up here. Take you around the back. Big old engine inside there. The radiator, intercooler, oil cooler, all that stuff's back there. You can see another cute little awning for that little window there. See another awning for that window. And then another awning for that front window. So I'm actually pretty excited about them. That's why I pulled them out, because in the morning time, that'll actually be where the sun's coming up. So that should help keep a little bit of the heat off of it. But that's kind of what we got going on here. And you can see that got the brand new tires. I mean, brand new. So these are running 22.5s. So it's air brakes, air suspension, and then brand new Toyos, courtesy of GCR. LP tank. It says it's 27 gallons in the handbook. I'm not exactly sure how big it really is, but that's what's there. That runs like the hot water heater, the fridge, and the 2 like actual heaters. So here's the 2 heaters here. So one's for basically the back part, and the other one's for the front part. So you can control that there. This is all your water hookup stuff here, where you add water, where you drain, or where you have your bypass if you need to drain the cold water and stuff for winterizing, things like that. That's where the water pump is inside there. I've got a water hose. It's lead-free water hose that we fill it up with. And then I got actually an air hose and an air chuck, so I can actually run the tires, check the tire pressures and adjust the tire pressures off of the actual like chassis air. Over here is actually where the little wastewater setup is, so you can kind of see the pump. You can see it's got a cute little sprayer. I used that to clean Sam the other day when he was super scrubby. You know, your little knife traps or whatever they call those things. Some hand towels and some soap if you wanted it. So pretty sweet about this. And then you can see, kind of check your levels. You know, you can see that you know, half there. Gray is about half. Black is non-existent. And turn the water pump on and off back here. So that's kind of nice. And then of course you got the little hose. Super stoked on that. And then this is where the power is. So, well, this is where the big power line is. So I've got like a 50 to 30 adapter, and then of course we got the big old line there, probably about 40 feet, maybe 30, 35 feet or something. So we're plugged in down there. Outlets everywhere, lights everywhere. I mean, even, yeah, see there's some lights up in here. You can actually turn those on. They're probably all burnt out. You can actually turn those on from inside the cab too. I think that pretty much rounds out the exterior. Yeah, that's the exterior. I'm gonna get up on the roof tomorrow, try not to fall off, and then see what it's actually like to see the track from up there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Of course, I don't have the keys on me, but that little door right there, you open up this door, and then there's a little part to open the generator up, and then it's like a little button basically, and then there's the air brake or the air system hose there, or where it plugs into, and then there's actually another battery in there for the generator, and the generator comes out the front of this thing. It's pretty sweet. I don't really want to pull it out because it makes a bunch of noise, but we still got to put an alternator on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is basically a little party wagon. All right, let's take you guys inside. See, I got my cute little light on for you. Just brighten the whole thing. Hear the dogs? Hey, what are you barking at? Little seats open up, the floor opens up for us. Go ahead and shut that. Stairs automatically close. So this is basically the interior. As you can see, all the blinds are pretty much jacked up, like the strings and stuff are broke on them. We got these little clamps on it right now. There is these blinds do go all the way out and like cover across the whole front here, but we have them open right now so you can see the awesome track, High Plains Raceway. Up front and personal, like got the front row seats for the endurance race. See the control stand, see a TV. You can see that these seats turn around so that you can enjoy, you know, the other people's company. There's a little table that kicks out, you know, so you got a little table action there. You got a recliner and it moves around, so it's not bolted to the floor or anything, which I'm sure is probably pretty crazy in a rollover, so let's just not try and do that. But yeah, so it moves around. We've got a bed, a couch right now, where Nell and Sam are at. Nell sees her toys in there. Kind of see a little bit of shade that we get from the, that's going to be nice coming, you know, when it gets hot. A little shade action there. Got windows to open. Alright, and then this lays out flat into a bed. Nell won't like it if I flatten it out, but that lays out flat into a bed. Corian countertops. There's a blender that drops down onto this thing, and then you basically make it run off of this, but it doesn't work. A little alky station. This is for wine, I guess, and then your little wine glasses, but I'm sure we'll put some good use to it with other liqueurs or liquors. Double sink. You got your switch control, some more switch control for your hot water heater and your water. This is technically for drinking water. It's actually filtered. So there's your semi-filtered drinking water, even though per my dad's recommendation, we're just drinking bottled water. Sink. Little one pulls out. It's got a little adjuster, depending on how you want to run it. So that's pretty cool. 4-burner stove. It's obviously natural gas. this thing just flips out. Boom, and that's our little 4-burner stove. Tiny little oven, but I imagine we can cook a little pizza in there if need be. Got to clean that out some. Okay. I just have my little charging station over here right now. Microwave. That's also a convection microwave. So, I mean, I pull all this wire stuff out, but I reheated some pizza the other day in there. So that was pretty cool. It worked pretty good. It's only 800 watts, but you have this little switching thing here. So basically it runs like the power down on the bottom, like the outlet and stuff. They call it the food center. Or you flip it down and it actually runs the microwave. So I don't know if it'll run off of just the converter, but I know it runs off of the genset, no problem. Let me pan back here a little bit where Sam's hiding underneath the table. So this used to be, that table used to just be bolted to the floor, which you can kind of see the holes down there. And now he's kind of got it standing up, which is not very secure on the inside, so I got to beef that up a little bit. But it's not very secure, and it's not just held in with tape. It's actually like the tape was kind of holding, the glue and stuff together while I was waiting to use it. But yeah, it used to be just a bolted down table and just like push around chairs like you would see in like a regular house kind of. And so he converted it over to this setup with the booth, and there's storage underneath it. But the cool thing is that table will drop down. You can kind of see the little locks there. Will drop on each side, like over here, and then it makes it kind of a bed. It's not too bad. I mean, it's kind of like my Suburban, but wider. But like, it's for a guy who's under 6 foot. It's not really that bad at all. Going back, you can see the fridge and the freezer. So there's a little freezer right there. It's pretty cold in there, but we don't have anything in there. And then the fridge, which you got a medium pizza inside there, and it's able to close the door, like beer, Go Fast, water, Coke for bourbons, jelly for when I'm hungry, since, you know, as a little backup. And then like a little drawer closet and stuff. So in there you can kind of see that orange thing is actually the little vacuum cleaner I bought for this thing, and it kicks ass. I was trying to find a vacuum cleaner that wasn't very high amperage, so I could actually run it on run it without charging or hurting the generator too bad. So sorry, it was a beer drink, a sip and drink. Now we're coming to the bathroom. So you can kind of see that's a porcelain toilet down there. Even though it's still like one of those regular, like an RV toilet. But at least it's sitting on it. It's pretty confident, you know. You're not flipping and flopping. Medicine cabinet. That sexy guy right there. Medicine cabinet with stuff in it. Just a regular mirror. Bathroom stuff. Nothing crazy. Dog water bowls. And then the shower, which is actually like super usable. I need to get another, I got a little thing to hang up in there to put more, you know, so you can actually hold your stuff. But that shower is sweet. It actually like works pretty good, and I'm really happy with it. The water heater in this thing, according to the brochure, is 10 gallons, which is actually like probably the biggest one I've seen on the, like this era. We do have this awesome Skylight, which is, you can't see out of it, but at least I can close it off. My dad was saying he's got something similar to that on his RV, and it just bakes. So I'm kind of glad that that works that way. A fan. It's controlled off of the switch over here. See if I can hit the right switch. In fact, I probably actually have it. Yeah, I got it turned off down here. Oh, that's why it's turned off. It's got a switch. There we go. Pretty sweet, and it'll do in and out, so you can make it blow in or make it blow out. So pretty dope. Turn that off. More water control there, so you can turn the water pump on when you need it. See a little light there. Oh yeah, the closet. So I kind of have it open funny, but so you kind of see. So right now it's just got my dog's food and the one side, you know, and that's like a light. You can see that goes all the way across. You toggle the light here. Oh, close this all the way. There's a Sam, but there's another Sam. There's 2 Sams. So many Sams, just not enough of them. And then here I kind of have my dirty clothes. I got basically just my like laundry basket, and then my shirts hung up. And then down there, I don't know if you can see it or not, kind of, that's actually a little safe, like a little lockbox. So it's got a key and everything down in there, so that's pretty dope. Power, of course, in there. So that's super sick. Really like that. Closet's not too bad. More shelves. You know, random drawers. All kinds of shit. I got just shorts and pants and stuff down here. Nothing crazy. And then this is the bedroom. Pan back out. So you can see that Sam likes to, he's already ruffled them up a little bit. Poor Nell cannot jump that. She's tried. She's did it once. But I haven't seen her do it again. And so I have to get down. I try and make her do it herself. But she other than doing it that one time, she usually cries until she gives up for a little bit. And then after a while, I'll wake up and then put her on there. What else we got? Yeah, you can see the little canopy, more windows, more drawers, a speaker, an ancient-ass stereo back there. But it actually sounds pretty good. And then, of course, AC. And there's one here and one up front. But these are the heat controls. So that's what actually runs the heat. But yeah, it's a queen-size bed. Underneath this thing is actually the engine. So like you lift the whole bed up to see the engine. So that's pretty wild. It really makes it not that scary to look at. So that's pretty dope. Like that quite a bit. Definitely some stuff to work on. TV. This thing has got in-motion satellite. So if I get satellite service, it'll they'll be able to watch satellite TV while we're literally driving down the highway, which is nuts. This little TV is actually on like a little bit of a pedestal. You can see there. Oh, my buddy Robbie is asking me what's going on in High Plains this weekend. And this is kind of like a little control center. So this is kind of cool. And I'm going to be sad to kind of get rid of this thing, but because it doesn't run, none of this stuff has HDMI. So, of course, you know, the Xbox, the Apple TV, all this stuff runs off of that. But what's cool about this is that you can watch, both TVs are running through this, and you can set up what the TVs are showing. So you can have them both running the DVD player, you know, or whatever you're putting in here. And then, and you can watch the DVD player up front and the satellite in the rear. Or you can watch the DVD player on both of them, whatever you want. So you even toggle between which options you have up here. So that'd be nice to be able to set the Xbox up on that. But like I said, it's all old school. It does not. Of course, these are like where my batteries are at. See that? The hot water heater's off and on. Pump off and on. You see that it's got a solar charger. So the solar charger is actually charging stuff. It's just a tiny little solar panel. This thing I haven't been able to really get to work, this little speaker setup, so I don't know what really this thing does. But and then of course more monitoring and stuff. Of course, none of it really works very good up here. But that's what's going on there. It's just another storage place. This is actually pretty dope. Let's see, I gotta move the chair. This thing auto levels. You just literally, when the truck has to be running because it runs off of a hydraulic pump, but you just hit on, you hit auto level, and then just levels the system out. And if it can't get it level, it'll just blank excessive slope and it'll get it as close as it can. So it doesn't just stop and give up. It gets it pretty damn close. Auto retract, which is pretty sweet. Do a system check where you can actually check all the components that are part of it. But pretty basic. You can play the stereo. Play the stereo and the truck power's off. That illuminates all those lights down below. This is a hood light. This is the stair. So if you keep it like this, even though it was working, there's like an override switch in the back. If the door comes open, which happened to me the other day driving to Greeley, the stairs won't come out, which didn't happen to me when I was in Greeley. The damn stairs came out. So when I pulled over, the stairs like started like barely scraped the sidewalk. I was like, damn it. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. Auxiliary start, you know, if you're having problems, I don't know exactly how that's wired up. This is for the generator, but it's almost dead, so we got to get that fixed. This is actually for the Jake brake, which is pretty sick. Super pumped about that. And this thing already decels great. It's air brakes. You can see that it's got the brake monitor there. You got transmission or oil temperature, transmission temperature, engine water temperature, fuel, oil pressure, and battery charge. And it's just dope. Like, there's so many cool little things about this truck that I really like. It's got the engine that I wanted, the 8.3 liter. It's got all the good stuff. And so, I mean, it needs a little bit of work and whatnot, but like I said, it's got all the basic little things that I really need, and I'm actually really happy with it. We did have to get tires right off the bat, but putting tires on this thing was a night and day difference. Those tires are like 18 years old, so pretty happy with this, and excited to go pick up a trailer this weekend, or next week, I guess I should say, and we'll do a little tour on that thing. You can't even see me, huh? Can you see Sam? There's Sam. Can you see Nell? There's Nell.